Welcome to this Football Manager 2020 experiment. This follows on from my perfect player experiments. I thought let's have some fun and create the worst footballer ever, stick him in a Premier League club, Liverpool, and see what happens. Say hello to Alan Atrocious, the world's worst footballer ever. He's got one on everything, one on every single attribute. Look at this, right in the middle, it's hilarious. I've also made his hidden attributes pretty awful. Got one on most things, apart from controversy and dirtiness. So he's a controversial character, is old Alan Atrocious, and he's very dirty. However, he's not injury prone at all. I don't want him to get injured because I do actually want him to play games, because we're going to be watching some matches here and seeing how hilarious he is on the pitch. His current and potential ability of 1, that is scored out of 200, by the way, for those of you new to Football Manager. The home reputation and world reputation, I did put that at 1, but it seems to have gone up by itself. I suppose it's probably because he plays for Liverpool, to be honest. We've made him the shortest possible. He's 150 centimetres tall, and the heaviest, 120 kilograms. It's going to be a round blob on the pitch. And I'm actually managing Liverpool because I want to actually play Alan Atrocious up front for Liverpool and see what happens. We're going to be playing the Community Shield match in this video against Man City, and also the opening Premier League game of the season. Now, if you guys are interested in this, then perhaps I'll continue. Perhaps I'll do a whole season managing Liverpool with Alan Atrocious up front. See what he can manage. Can he score? I've put him on penalties as well, so he might score a penalty, even though he's got 1 on penalties. He's also set to take the free kicks. Where am I looking? The free kicks and the corners, despite obviously only having 1 on those things as well. He's got world-class talent around him. That's the thing. I'm interested to see how this world-class team, set to win the Premier League, the Champions League, etc., can cope with the worst footballer ever playing up front for them. Here we go then, Alan Atrocious' first ever football match. He's also the club captain, by the way. Henderson's now vice captain. Alan Atrocious, with the number 99 shirt, is club captain for Liverpool. You might recognise the face as well. I've not really done much tactically. I've just let my assistant decide that we're going to play a gegenpress tactic, the formation that was suggested, and we'll see how it goes. I might tweak the tactics, but Alan Atrocious playing up front as a pressing forward on attack. We'll see how he gets on. Here he is. Look at him. He's really short. He doesn't look particularly large despite being really heavy. Looking apprehensive at the moment. Poor old Alan Atrocious. For those of you that maybe aren't English, atrocious is another word for bad, crap, rubbish, whatever. Nothing much happening at the moment. 20 minutes into the game, despite playing Alan Atrocious up front, Liverpool doing okay. And here he is. That first touch, amazing. Just hit him on the head. Here come Man City, but it's back up the pitch for Alan. Oh, good touch from Alan Atrocious, heading it onto Origi. And now he's desperately trying to catch up with the play. He's got some interesting player traits as well. I think he likes to shoot from distance. He likes to wind up opposition players and argue with the officials. We might see a few red cards from him, despite having really low aggression as well. But he's really dirty, remember, so he might get the odd red card here and there. But what I will do is, if he does get a red card, we'll remove his bans, because I want to play him up front for an entire season, because we want also to see how this has an impact on Liverpool's season overall. They're not going to be playing Firmino, of course. What is going on there? Obviously, the Community Shield isn't the most exciting game. It's usually a pretty boring draw, going to penalties or something. So the Premier League will be the real test for Liverpool and Alan Atrocious. If you are interested in me doing more videos of this, by the way, maybe managing Liverpool for an entire season, I won't necessarily show all the games, but if you are interested in that, then leave a like. That was really... What was that goalkeeping? Sterling somehow scored, but I'm pretty sure... who's playing in goal? I think Adrian's playing in goal. Alisson's injured. Alan Atrocious looking... He's going between frustrated and apprehensive. It's not a good mix for him, is it? There he is. Look at him go. Just click on him. There his name pops up, and he's trying to do a bit of pressing, but he's relying on the midfield. He's calling the cavalry. He's the captain, of course. So he's just ordering players around the pitch to do his dirty work. Here come Man City again, looking to score a second before half time. And Sterling's through. I mean, we could do a variety of things here. We could have the world's worst goalkeeper, 1 on everything, put him in goal for Liverpool or Man City. How much of an impact would that have on their season? I imagine it would have a huge impact. Here's Salah, though he doesn't really look like Salah, does he? He's got injured as well. I'm going to have to sub him off. Mane's on holiday still, apparently, so he's not playing this match. Disappointing first half. Alan Atrocious, apprehensive 6.4. Let's play him as a complete forward on attack. Let's see if that makes a difference. I highly doubt it. Here he is. Good pass. He's managed to find his... Imagine if he'd missed that pass. Here we come. Shaqiri. Trying to... Oh, it's a nice ball. Missed interception there. Origi crosses it in. Shaqiri headed away. Henderson, and that's cleared. I think Alan Atrocious will score because even though he's only got one on penalties, he'll score one penalty even with that only one. I'm sure he will. We'll find out. And you never know. He might score a few goals this season. He's desperately trying to get into the box, isn't he? I think the Liverpool players will eventually just try and bypass him completely. They could probably win most games by not... Look at how slow he is. He is so slow. Alexander-Arnold, decent effort there. Corner to Man City. Where's old Alan? Is he back defending or is he up the pitch ready for a counter-attack? I think he must be up there because I can't see him anywhere. This is going to... Oh, what a miss. Just a few minutes to try and grab an equaliser. I think we'll go all-out attack. Very attacking. He's just not running around. Just a few seconds to go. Knock it into Alan. Come on. Oh, Henderson. Off the crossbar. Well, there we go. Man City win it. But the first real test, I would say, is that Bournemouth Premier League game. So we'll have a look at that one as well in today's video. I didn't show you all the player traits that he has. So I've given him a few things that will be quite funny because he's going to attempt overhead kicks. He's going to try tricks even though, you know, he's useless. Dives into tackles. He tries to run with the ball, shoots from distance, tries killer balls off, and it's just like a recipe for disaster with some of these attributes. He's outspoken, short-tempered and confrontational as well with the media. First Premier League game of the season then, at Anfield against Bournemouth. Mane's back in the team. He's back from his holiday. Milner's playing left back because Robertson's injured. But the key man up front is still there. Alan Atrocious is going to rip it up. Out we step onto the pitch. And there's Alan passing the ball to Fabinho, and off we go. Mane's having a run at the defence early on here and winning a corner, which Alan will take, of course. He's left-footed, primarily. I had to give him a 20 on at least one of his feet. You can't have one on left and right-footed. You have to have 20 on one of them, unfortunately. He's not taking this free kick. Almost a goal there. Here's Mane with a chance to run. There he goes. Look at, he's so far behind. Salah! I mean, those two up front together, you know, cutting in as the inside forward, should be able to cause enough problems to opposition teams without having to worry about Alan being up there. They'll miss Firmino, of course, but I think they can probably just about cope. Over goes Mr. Atrocious, putting in the corner, headed away. Mane's after it though. Will they actually try and pass to him? Are the players going to literally just try not to pass to Alan for the entirety of this season? We'll find out. It'd be interesting to see his stats as well at the end of the season. What will his pass completion rate be? Oh, Mane almost scores. Shots on target percentage, that sort of thing. Here come Bournemouth. Oh, just wide. Decent effort. Bournemouth on the attack again with Fraser. Into the box, skips round Milner. Oh, comfortable save for Adrian in the end. He's fortunate there. And Liverpool, of course, play out from the back. Gegenpress style. We've tried to... Well, I've just selected the sort of Gegenpress tactic and philosophy and all of that stuff. But I'll tweak things, I think. I mean, it would be quite funny to just pump crosses into Alan Atrocious. Early balls into him, high in the air, see what he can do. Here come Bournemouth. Another opportunity there. Saved. Oh, he's offside. Or pump long balls over the top for him. We could try out different things and see what happens. Here's Salah. See, they're just not bothering. I mean, Salah doesn't really pass to strikers anyway, does he? So it's probably not going to make much difference to him. He's apprehensive again, is old Alan. He's not old. He's young. He's only 18 years old. Could continue all the way into the future and see what happens to him. He'd probably just be forced to retire because he won't be able to find a club that would play him. Alan to take another corner. You might get the odd corner into a dangerous position. Now, that wasn't too bad, really. Consider he's got one on corners. It's not like he's smashing it straight into the side netting or anything like that every single time. Here's Mane again. Look at him run. Look at him dribble into the box. Pass it to Alan. He's gone for the shot. Alan should be there at the 6-yard box, but he's like all the way at the halfway line, basically. He just can't keep up. I'm going to aggressively say to Alan, there's a lot more to come from you. He's switched off. It's not good enough, Alan. Here he is again. This is all we see from him. Corners. Whips it in. Not bad again. Not too bad. It's back to him. I think he's offside there. tried to cross it in. Obviously, he's got one on crossing as well. Let's hit early crosses and float them into him. I've made myself unsackable as well. So if I do get into problems with the board for playing Alan up front and we're losing games, then I can't be sacked. This is just fun. Don't take this seriously. Don't say, Paul, why are you using the editor for that sort of thing? It's just a fun experiment, guys. Oh, here come Bournemouth. And good save by Adrian. I'm just switching it to attacking. Well, it's definitely had some sort of impact, hasn't it, so far? Because Liverpool, you'd expect them to have scored by now. And without that focal point of Firmino in the middle, I mean, Mane's on a 6.4, but he probably should have scored just with his out-and-out play that he's been doing. But I think it has had some sort of impact. It must have done. Because they don't have a world-class talent like Firmino in the middle to... He's like a pivot, isn't he? Let's play him as something else now. Let's play him as an advanced forward. Bournemouth through again. Callum Wilson. Oh, he's offside. Don't know what Adrian was doing. He obviously knew that Wilson was offside there. And that's pumped long for Salah. Salah's into the box. And I was hoping for a penalty there. That's what we want. We want to see Alan take a penalty and score. It's knocked over the top for Callum Wilson again. And surely this time, no, it's an outstanding save by Adrian. I think there's still an issue with one-on-ones on Football Manager 2020. So it might not actually be that detrimental having Alan atrocious up front, because he's no different to a striker with 20 on finishing composure. Because if one-on-ones are just missed regardless, then it doesn't really matter. Good interception by Gomez there into Henderson, knocking it over the top. Mane's never... So that is just over the top goalkeeping. Here's Milner into Chamberlain. It's weird. What is that? Here's Fraser for Bournemouth. Milner's won it back into Chamberlain. This is scrappy, isn't it? Here's Mane. Where's he going? He's going for a dribble. Look at him go. Still going. It's tackle. I mean, that is poor. Oh, it's through to Salah. Oh, another one-on-one missed. There's been 5 clear-cut chances in this game. All of them missed. Alan to take the corner. Come on, we need a good corner from you here, Alan. Whipped it in. It's actually decent. He's found Fabinho. Another corner. Here he goes. Up he steps. And curls it in. Knocked away. Off the line in the end. I mean, one on corners isn't that bad by the looks of it. Still able to put it into the danger zone. I mean, I wonder what the difference between a player with 1 on corners and 20 on corners is. There should be a big difference, but maybe there isn't. That could be an experiment as well, couldn't it? Be a bit of a boring one, but here's Salah knocking it long. Alan Atrocious never going to win that in the air. Here's Jordan for Bournemouth into Callum Wilson, and nothing's going in here. Another corner. I mean, we're getting so many corners here. Virgil van Dijk should be lapping these up, but unfortunately Alan couldn't find him there. Just a few minutes to go for one team to try and get a winner. Here's Fabinho. Where's he going? It's back to Trent Alexander-Arnold into Firmino, playing in central midfield as an advanced playmaker. That's headed away, and Bournemouth looking to break. Our defence is all over the place. Fraser's through. Fraser puts it wide. Another one-on-one missed. Maybe this is the chance for Bournemouth. Oh, it's good defending by Van Dijk. And we've only got a minute and a few seconds to go now. Come on, Alan. He's got 1 on natural fitness. He's got 1 on everything. But just think about how much of an impact a 90-minute match will have on his body. Oh, maybe a chance here for Alan to whip in a free kick. If he takes it, that is. He's not going to take it. Alexander-Arnold crosses it in. It's knocked away. Gomez is after it. Just a few seconds to go. I think this first Premier League match is going to finish 0-0. On another day, it would have been 3-3. But it wasn't to be. And we've not really seen much play from Alan from open play, but I guess that's no surprise. We'll have a look at the stats actually to just see what's going on with him. So he completed 8 passes, 87% pass completion. That's not bad. But only 8 passes. Like, no one's really passing to him. He's not having the opportunity to pass. He's attempted 10 crosses though, but I think that probably includes corners with only a 10% completion rate. Heading, attempted 1, 0%, and 6.4. I mean, he's basically done nothing. He's just stood there and done nothing. I suppose if you played him in central midfield, that could be possibly more interesting to see how much of an impact he has. He'd probably have like 15% pass completion or something like that. So he did actually have a shot. Let's watch the highlight of his shot, because we didn't actually see it, did we? So this is his one shot of the game. Here he is, and it was saved. Oh, why didn't it show us that? It was a shot on target. That's not bad. Didn't get much power behind it, to be fair. These are his passes that he completed around the pitch. Passes out of play. There's one here. Shall we have a look at that? Let's see. So he tried to... That's pretty awful. He received 10 passes during the game, mostly out wide, interestingly. So he's going out wide, isn't he? Trying to receive play. I think, yeah, it is corners, isn't it? Crosses completed. He didn't attempt any tackles, I don't think, in the entire match. He just can't keep up. No fouls. No interceptions. He took 8 corners in the end. Didn't have any scoring chances. 0 dribbles in the entire match. No offsides either. This is his movement around the... Oh, can you watch the whole movement for the whole pitch? That's really interesting. Let's speed it up 10 times. There he is. Oh, he's there. He's going to take corners on either side of the pitch, I suppose. Look at him go. Vroom. It's like the little snake game. What was it called? Snake. It's called Snake, isn't it? It's just funny when he suddenly has to take a corner. Well, there we go. That's Alan Atrocious. If you do want me to make some more videos on him, then hit that like button. That's the best way to let me know. Oh, he's lost his confidence now. We'll end it there. Thank you for watching this video. If you are new to the channel, remember to hit that subscribe button. If you have any ideas for future experiments, then let me know in the comment section below, or you can tweet me. All my social media links, I think everything's in the description below, basically. But until next time, enjoy FM20. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you very soon.